I am absolutely thrilled to be joined by my next guest. Of course, WWE superstar Maxxine Dupri. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am fantastic. Listen, I have had the absolute privilege of speaking with many of your colleagues over the years, and I've never said what I'm about to say before. I guess I've been holding on to it for you. When I think about you and when I think about all of the amazing things that you've done, I feel that you are absolutely born for this business. And I say that because when I look at your social media, when I look at your YouTube, when I look at the things you're doing, you are so incredibly outgoing. You have this incredibly infectious personality that just screams, put me in front of a camera. And here we are with you now in WWE. So,
Well, thank
um,
you. That's such a kind compliment. One thing about me is I don't shut up, so that tracks. Makes a lot of sense.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So listen, there are a lot of people here in Canada that are excited about you coming back. One person in particular, one of my neighbors, 11-year-old Mateo, who was thrilled when I told him that I was having the chance to talk to you. I'm going to give him the first question. He wants me to ask you, what made you want to become a WWE superstar?
Well, first of all, please tell him I said hello.
Will do.
When I realized this was for me, I was watching Total Divas, I was watching the Bella Twins, and I was just seeing these women that are just a beautiful balance of strength, discipline, beauty, brains. And they really would come together and have these moments on the road together that I was getting to watch. And then I'd get to see them in the ring. And I was just so enamored by everything they did. And I grew up a performer. I've been performing since I was 3. So I always knew I wanted to continue to do that into adulthood, but I didn't know what that was going to look like when I was done dancing. And when I decided like, wait, this is the thing for me. I had actually sat some of my best friends down and I pulled up a Bella Twins compilation on YouTube because everyone always asks me like, do your friends and family think you're crazy? My friends watched it and looked at me and they were like, yeah, that makes sense. That's what you should do.
Well, you're absolutely fantastic at it, and one of the things that I'm really appreciating about your own character persona is recently, of course, there's been this turn to the to we'll say quote unquote to the dark side. A
To
lot
the
of people a lot of
way
people have
better
said
over here.
right. A lot of people have said they really enjoy playing a heel, aka a bad guy type of character. How are you enjoying it?
I mean, I love it. Y'all pissed me off for 3 years. I have so much to get off my chest. I can finally be honest. It's amazing.
That's fantastic. And I absolutely think it gives you that it opens up so many new doors and so many new possibilities. Again, one of your colleagues, Austin Theory, who we've had the privilege of chatting with several times as well. Again, I feel that the two of you feed off each other so well because you're both
Yeah.
so dynamically outgoing, and your personalities really seem to gel together. Tell me about the pairing with Austin.
I mean, we are perfect together. I
Yeah.
agree. I think that we look perfect, we act perfect. Everything we do together is just 10 out of 10. I love it. It's so special getting to work with someone who is so talented. I mean, I've said it time and time again, and I'll remind you, he is the hottest, most jacked, talented, tenacious superstar in all of the WWE. So there's quite literally no one better for me to be paired with.
I love that. I love what an incredible endorsement. I think people are going to look at this and say, "How come you don't talk about me like that?" So right there, that's amazing.
Because they
Um,
don't,
because
they're
they
not
don't have
awesome.
Austin. They're
Period.
not Austin. That's it. That is it. Seeing WWE this past weekend, of course, with SummerSlam, which was fantastic. Seeing it SmackDown, seeing Raw, seeing it on TV is incredible. But there is nothing like seeing it live. And we've got a host of dates in Canada coming up. They will be included with this. Calgary, Edmonton, Toronto, of course, here in the nation's capital, Ottawa. For anybody who hasn't seen WWE live before, what are they in for? Can you give them an idea for the first timers?
You are in for the greatest night of your life. You are going to get the best mix of violent physicality, pure entertainment, so much on-screen love, obviously. You're going to get to see some beautiful, stunning people up close and personal. What more could you want? And I think the best part about seeing WWE live is that you don't know what's going to happen. It's like, it's not like going to the movies and, you know what's going to happen. You can predict the ending. You will have no idea what's coming at you at any moment in time. I mean, just sitting out there and hearing the pyro alone will like shake you to your core. And I think my favorite thing, and SummerSlam is a great example, when we got to watch our Canadian queen, Chelsea Green, bring home that title. I got to watch that from Gorilla, and it's like goosebumps the entire time,
Mhm.
like that's one of those moments that is just so unreal and gives just such a special moment to every single person in that stadium. And when we come to Canada, I can promise you every single show we are at, every single night, something spectacular will happen and you don't want to miss it.
I love that. And I absolutely agree. I have yet to see anybody that I've brought as a first timer who hasn't just caught the bug and just been like, what have I been missing? And absolutely had an amazing time with it.
It's so
Um,
true. When you see it live, it's so different than when you're watching, even on Netflix, which is
mhm.
still a spectacular experience. And you should be tuning in to watch Maxine Dupri and Austin Theory and The Vision every single Monday. But if for some reason, like you're insane and you haven't yet, in there and then also come live because when you come live, it is a completely different experience.
100% agree. I'm co-signing everything you're saying. I love the
You
shout. I love the shout out to Chelsea Green, and I think that's one of the wonderful things about that is when you watch that match and you watch the matches in general, you see the emotional investment that not only the fans have, but also fellow superstars like yourself, like you say, watching this in Gorilla and being so, excited for her. Um, I know one of the things that I've really appreciated over the last couple of years is with the partnership with Netflix, it's provided an opportunity for fans to go behind the scenes with a show like a show like Unreal, kind of peeling back the curtain a little bit. I'm interested to get your take on Unreal. Personally, as a fan, I think it's great because I think it gives you a little bit, but it obviously doesn't give you everything. And I think it gives the non-fan, if you will, or the soon-to-be fan, more of an appreciation of the hard work that goes on behind the scenes.
Absolutely. I mean, I fell in love with this from Total Divas, so I'm always going to stand 10 toes down with anything that shows that other side of our business because I personally just really enjoy that. And I think the thing to keep in mind with Unreal is like they're filming all year. So there's
Mhm.
hours and hours and hours of footage for these 6 episodes, right? So it's like even though people think like, oh my gosh, we're seeing too much or this and that, like you're still just getting a little taste, you know? And at the end of the day, I don't know why everyone's up in arms. If you don't want to watch something, don't watch it. Do you have no willpower? No self-discipline? Like, my goodness, it's crazy. I think it's an incredible show. And if you don't like it, hit next.
There it is. There it is. So of course you are an international superstar. I mean, how else can I describe you? You travel the world just entertaining fans upon fans. When you think about, I've always felt like, where do you see yourself in 5 years to be like a little crazy? Because who knows 5 years? But if we say 6 months, a year down the line, where would you like to see Maxine Dupri on the WWE canvas?
I think I'll be holding 2 titles. I think I will be a 2-time women's intercontinental champion. And I think that me and Austin Theory will be mixed tag team champions at AAA. It just feels right. I just think that us holding gold together is just what needs to happen.
I like it. It makes sense to me. You've got two arms, two sets of gold on each arm. It makes sense. I'm with you.
Exactly.
I
And I
abs
think while we're there, like if I have 2 titles, then my man's gonna have 2 titles. And I think him as the men's intercontinental champion, because can we talk about Chad Gable for a second?
Let's do it.
Absolutely not. So that's why Austin Theory needs to dethrone that quickly, quickly.
I love that. I love that. Um, what let me ask you this. You're on fire today, and I'm totally here for it.
Thank
Um,
you. I'm always on fire. I'm Maxine Dupri. I'm
you
the
are
hottest ever
you
walked in here.
you absolutely are. I'm very
Thank
curious.
you.
I know at one point you were very good friends with Kathy Kelly. Is that still a thing now? Or do
Yes.
you not have do you still have time for Kathy now that
Did,
you're hanging out with the Vision?
I was gonna say, did she do something to piss me off that I don't know
Not
about?
that I'm
What do you?
aware of. Not
Okay,
that I'm
I
aware
thought
of.
you saw her like looking at Austin or commenting on his post or something.
No,
It's like
not
if
at
that
all.
happens, send it my way, and I'll
Okay.
handle business.
Okay, will do.
Until that happens, we're good. I love Kathy.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And I love the bond and the friendship and of course some of the content you two have put out as well.
Yes, so
Always
much
wanted
fun.
to always wanted to be respectful of time. We're going to drift into a little fun thing I like to call rapid fire. It's not new. I'm gonna shoot some questions your way. Whatever comes to your mind, let me know. This is meant to be fun. And we always start rapid fire with what is your favorite movie of all time? And if you can't give me one, I will gladly accept a top three.
Oh, I could give you zero. I don't care about movies. My favorite TV show is Friends.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Which character on Friends was your favorite?
Ooh, Rachel Green.
Rachel? Okay, cool, cool.
Yep.
No, again, no wrong answers during rapid fire. If you were introducing somebody to WWE for the first time and you said to them, you have to go and see this match, what would that match be?
The Vision versus those lames, the Street Profits, when that super hot, talented, beautiful, brilliant girl, Maxine Dupri, came in and really just changed the game.
She really did. She's amazing. If you ever run into her, tell her I
Yeah.
said hi.
I'll let her.
Please let her know. What is the absolute best thing about being a WWE superstar?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'm gonna say traveling the world.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What is something about being a WWE superstar that most people um would take for granted or wouldn't expect, like in terms of um for example, like having to be so disciplined in terms of like with your diet and your workout regimen on the road and things of that nature. Like a lot of people will see the fact that you get to travel the world, that you get to go
Yeah.
to all these wonderful places, but what's something that they might not get?
I mean, I was born great, born disciplined. So like eating healthy and working out, like I do that in my sleep. I have no issue with I think I'm gonna say I think the schedule. I think people just don't realize how much you're not home and like how much you're spending time on the road, which is a beautiful thing. I think it's like the blessing and the curse, right? So I'm gonna say that. I think people do understand, but until you've experienced those early flights and then landing and going straight to another show, I think until you've really experienced that, you can't fully understand it.
Okay, fair, fair. How have you embraced being a role model? A lot of young people, men, young boys, young girls looking up to you, being in awe of you, being excited, about everything that you're doing. And that's a lot of, unwanted perhaps responsibility that's on your shoulders. How do you feel about that?
You guys, I love pressure. It's hot here. So I don't mind it. I love
Yeah,
it. And I came from an NFL cheer and NBA dance background, which we did a ton in the community. And that was one of my favorite parts of that job. And so when I got to transition into becoming a WWE superstar, I loved that I got to keep that little thing that I had already had going and got to do hospital visits and go to schools. And, we had like the junior cheer program. So I loved that that part is still a part of what we do today.
excellent. I realized looking at the dates that the WWE is in Ontario, so Toronto and Ottawa, is the exact same weekend that BTS is bringing their world tour to Toronto. Will you go to the BTS show as an experienced professional expert dancer and perhaps give them notes after on their choreography?
I would, except for me and Austin have like a strict routine, like we go to dinner, we have a steak, I have my extra dirty martini with blue cheese olives. So I just like don't know if I'm gonna have time.
That's
I'm
fair.
very busy and like I'm gonna be with my man, so we'll see.
That is absolutely fair. What is also absolutely fair and amazing is that WWE is, of course, returning to Canada. We've got so many shows, can't even list them all, but Calgary, Edmonton,
Yeah.
Toronto, Ottawa, London. Maybe I can list them all. And we'll put in the dates and the ticket information. Maxine, I want to thank you ever so much for taking the time to chat with me today. I
Thank
sincerely mean it
you.
when I say, as a lifelong fan, it has been amazing watching your star continue to rise. And I wish you nothing but continued success.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.